day. I hope that we are doing well. So today I'm going to change Beau. He's right here. I got Beau. We haven't seen Beau in a little bit. Oh, Mama's sugar man. So I got Beau, and I've already changed Luka. Luka's right here. This is Beau's twin brother, Luka. He got changed off camera, but he's still here. And brother Beau is going to get changed on camera while I tell you a little story. So I am going to lay Beau down, and I'm going to show you. He's going to wear the same thing that Luka has on. Luka has the exact same little outfit on. So these are their little Halloween outfits. I got these from Disney World when we went this summer. I splurged a little and got a few things for the babies, and Beau and Luka went with me, so they each got a special, well, they got a couple of special outfits, but anyway, so recently, well, let me, oh, wait a minute. Okay, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna remember, always forget. Hello, my name is Leisha. Welcome to my channel, Binkies and Blankies Nursery, where we do all kinds of doll content. I am an adult doll collector, but really I'm just a child at heart. But as you can see, everybody is in their Halloween costumes or outfits, and Beau is the last one, so let's get him changed. So I'm gonna go down so you can see me change Beau. And so the question that I'm going to, well, the question that Anne over at Dolls in the Cradle. Hi, Anne. Love you. I just love Anne. She is just the sweetest. But she posed a question of, what is the strangest thing you have found in the road? And she told a story. And if you want to hear that story, you're going to have to go to her channel to hear that story. But I have a similar story to hers. So, yeah. So if you want to hear, I'm going to link her channel in this description and in the description box, so that you guys can head on over to Anne, which I'm sure most of you know Anne. She's been in the doll community for a while. But so she posed the question, what's the strangest thing you have found in the road? Well, many moons ago, many moons ago in a far off land. No, let's get Beau looking at you guys. Many moons ago, Edward's going to start his coughing because he knows I got the camera on. He always does it. He's over there like, what, woman? Many moons ago, I was a preschool teacher in a daycare, and we had a lot of children, and we had this brother-sister combo that had been going to this preschool pretty much all their lives. The little girl started when she was like 2, almost 3, I'm pretty sure, because she was in my classroom when she started. And then her baby brother was an infant in the infant room. Or was he even born yet? I want to say he was an infant either he wasn't born, I can't remember. This, I'm telling you, this was a long time ago, and I've watched a lot of kids since then. Either one of the two things, though. He wasn't born yet when she was getting ready to turn 2, or he had just been born, or something. He was really young in the infant room, okay? So they're, you know, at least they were like 2 years apart, 3 years apart. So we had the same drop-off process for a long time. We had a book out in front that you signed your child's name in and out, what time you were dropping them off, and then you took them to their classrooms. And the mom had been doing this, you know, for a long time. And one day, this is many years, you know, a couple years pass. I think Shelby's like 4 or 5. Oh, I told her name. Well, you don't know who. Well, the little girl's name was Shelby, but you don't know who. There's tons and tons and tons of Shelbys. But I'm gonna try not to say her little brother's name, just for the sake of not saying it. But so the little girl was 4 or 5, and the little guy would have been 2 or 3 at this time. I was driving to work with my 2 kids, and I think it was school break. It was a school break, so we had extra kids in the daycare. And it was a very busy pop in place, and I drove up to, I'm a daycare. It was kind of like, there's a curved road so I was driving up the road and the daycare was right there, but on the road that the daycare was on, it didn't go straight, it curved around. Well, I could see up in that curve a little person walking around in that curve, and the doors to the daycare were back further away. So this little boy had to walk, a little bit of a distance. And luckily, I had pulled up when I did, because cars flew around that curve, like it was a speedway or something. So I continued to drive because I saw the little guy. I went ahead and drove up instead of turning into the daycare. And I was like, oh my God, and I said the little guy's name. And so I stopped my car and jumped out and scooped him up. And I'm like, what are you doing out here? And I was livid at this time. I was livid at my coworkers and the daycare because why they had let a child out onto the road. Look, okay, let's stop for just a minute and look at Beau. Look at him and all his cuteness of his little Nightmare Before Christmas. Just look at that gorgeous guy. Oh, he knows he's gorgeous. He says, yes, I am. I'm gorgeous because my mommy tells me I am. Yes, look at him. Okay, we're going to go up this way. And I'm going to go ahead and grab Luka too. Come here, sweet boy. Oh, and there's my Luka. You guys get a look at Luka too. Woo. He says, oh, Mom. So there's Luka and all his glare. I did brush his hair. He's got wild hair. But there's my Luka boy. I love him so much. All right, we're going to move this pillow so I can put Luka right here. There's my twin boys. Okay, so I was livid at my daycare. So very mad at these people for, letting this little boy out. And I didn't know exactly how he got out, because once you go in, well, the door's locked from the outside. You couldn't, we did lock the doors after a certain time, but they probably weren't locked because it was receiving time. It was early in the morning. But still, the doors were big and heavy, and he was a little guy. So apparently, I went in, and I was mad. I was like, who did it? I was like mad. I went to my boss, livid. I was so mad. And so we all, kind of got in the hallway, and it's like, okay, whose fault is this? So everybody was like, we didn't see Aaron. We never saw. I just told his name. Okay, so the little boy's name is Aaron. I am horrible at not telling names. Okay, but you don't know. I didn't say a last name. These kids are long grown and into their adult lives, so I'm fine. But so nobody had seen the little boy. Nobody. They were like, his teacher's like, he never got dropped off to me. I never saw him or Mom. And the little girl's teacher was like, well, yeah, she came strolling in, but Mom didn't bring her in. She came in by herself. Apparently, Mom had dropped them off outside the doors. She didn't let them in. The little girl mustered up the strength to open the doors for herself and let herself in, but she couldn't hold it open for her brother. And she went to her classroom and didn't say anything. And so the little boy, Mama, he was crying for Mom. Because Mom did tell us later on, because we called her. And she did tell us later on that, well, he was crying for me, so I thought if I just dropped him off and left real quick, it would be better. At least put them inside the building and let somebody know they're there. So I guess our conclusion is the little boy his mom left, and he probably tried to follow her because he couldn't get into the building. And, little sister, we didn't, little sister, yeah, she should have said something, but little sister was a little kid, she's a child. It happened. Luckily, I drove up in just the nick of time. The little boy was fine. Like I said, I scooped him up and brought him in. We brought Mom in. We had to change protocol to let the parents know that we had to visibly not only see their children, but them. When they dropped the children off, we had to physically say hello and see the mom or dad. The kids were not allowed to drop themselves off, which they weren't supposed to in the first place. They had to sign in. You know, we just had to take more precautions because that happened. But yeah, that is the strangest and weirdest thing I found on the road was a child wondering. So, I need to say it never happened again. Never. It never happened in the time before. And I'd been at that daycare. I worked at that daycare for, I'm going to say like 9 or 10 years. And this happened like midway through. So like 5 years, nothing like that ever happened. And then like 5 more years after, nothing like that ever happened. But, my cats, you can hear them scratching. You guys didn't want in when I was coming in. But yeah, so it was horrible and a scary situation, but it all turned out fine. The little boy is fine. It was a day. It was a day that day. But that's my weirdest or strangest thing that I had found in the road. Oh, look at these 2 little guys. Aren't they just the sweetest little things? Oh, look at them. My Luka Nikolai, Beau Sebastian. I love them both so very much. And Beau is the Logan Awake kit. And he was brought to life by Kim Richer or something like that at Reflections of Grace Nursery. And she is over on reborns.com. She's still making babies and they're beautiful. And then Luka, I don't remember who his artist was. I do have his COA, but he is the Anna from I haven't said her name in a while, so the sculptor's name is hard for me to say sometimes. Gudrun Legler. I think I got it. And he was gifted to me from Cheryl at Kylayla's Precious Ones. Beau is from a kit from Bountiful Baby. But yeah, so that's how I got Beau first. Beau was actually my first artist rendered reborn. And so he's like super special because he's Mama's first. It was also my first little boy in the nursery. And then Mama Cheryl, so kindly sent me little Luka here. And I don't know, you know how I am. You know how I am, guys. I like to twin babies, and these two they were twins. They were twins. So there you go. There you go. All right, we're going to say goodbye. I like never know how to say goodbye to you guys. I just want to stay on here and talk to you guys. I mean, goodbye. Well, just stay on here with me all day and talk. No, I'm just kidding. We're going to say goodbye. We're going to say give us a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on your bell notifications so you don't miss an episode of Binkies and Blankies Nursery. Thank you again for stopping by. If you're new, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back, friend and family. I love you all so very much. Friend mail, email, Instagram in the description box below. If you're not following me on Instagram, go ahead and go over there and give me a follow to see more pictures of all my precious babies. And yeah, have I told you lately that I loved you? I don't know. I love you. All right, guys, we'll see you later. Bye. We're gonna say be kind, be gentle, be you. Love y'all. Bye.